Time to talk about topicals. One of the first topicals that I started off with from day one is the kojic soap. It actually smells really, really, really good. When I was researching this on Amazon, I saw that a lot of people were saying just beware of the fake kojic soap. They would buy some that were correct and they have a specific branding, then they'd get another and they wouldn't get the same results. So just beware of that. I don't know. There's a lot of different types, but apparently this is very, very, very popular, not just within people who have dark skin, but just even white people using this too. White people who just want to look even whiter. So this was really, really popular. The first time I used it, I was scared. I do not use this on my face. I've never used this on my face. Do not use this on my intimate areas, so not within even like the crevices of my cheeks, on my behind, and definitely not down there. Just keep it on thighs, knees, feet, shins, underarm is fine, shoulders, chest. I have used it on the nips and it's safer there too, but anywhere very sensitive, I would not use this. The first time I used it maybe for only like 1 minute, and then I just kind of went in for it and used it the second day, and then the third day. There's some people who say just use it like 3 times a week at first until your body gets used to it. The lighting might change. I don't have like a light on or anything, so we're just using lighting from a window that's over here. So anyways, not to get off topic or anything. So if you have sensitive skin, just be aware that maybe you'll get hives or something weird. I don't know. It wouldn't be the first time it's happened. It didn't happen to me. I was fine with it. Obviously, I didn't use it on my face because my face has always been super light compared to the rest of my body. But everywhere else I've been using it. So today we're going to kind of play a game. I'm going to use this on one hand, and I'm also going to use my scrub that I've been using, and we're going to see if there's a difference compared to the other hand, just to see if this is a type of topical where you can actually see real-time results. I don't even know if there's going to be like a noticeable difference, but we'll see. So this is just a Tree Hut scrub I got from Walmart. I've been using this brand for many years. I think, wow, since I was like in middle school, high school. They have a lot of cool scents. And yeah, this is just my base. I added tons of MSM powder to this, like tons of MSM when I first got MSM, so 2 months ago. And I think I added some ascorbic acid. What else? Maybe there's a little bit of glutathione in this. I don't know, but you can use any scrub. There's nothing significant about the Tree Hut. It's just, I like the scent of it. So just use any scrub and add in your own ingredients. I added in so much MSM because I wanted it to be kind of abrasive. I wanted it to take off dead skin. You know, there's a difference between like a chemical scrub and then there's, I would say, like an abrasive physical scrub. This obviously is physical, so if you're using anything on your skin, like on your body, like a Retin A or any type of chemical scrub, you really shouldn't be using physical scrubs. So please keep that in mind. This is not something you should use on your face if you're using things that are more harsh. Anyways. So yeah, here's the scrub, and we're gonna look at my hands. So this is kind of what they're looking at to start off with. They look pretty even, and we're gonna start on my left hand, and yeah, I'll show you what I do in the shower. Got a little bowl of water, get it a little wet, and yeah, I think it's important when you're using the Kojisan soap to leave it on for at least 3 minutes. Maybe that first week, I think that you should be careful, you know, don't go too crazy. So don't try to keep it on your skin for 3 minutes at first. Most people say as soon as you start to feel tingling, to take it off. By take it off, I mean rinse it off, and rinse it off well. Kojisan is not something, this kojic soap that's not something that you wash your body with. Like, you should use soap. Use regular soap to get your body nice and clean. This is, you know, a topical for skin lightening, and so there's certain places obviously that it should not go, but you know, it's also important to make sure that it's completely taken off from your skin. Okay, so after that we did some exfoliation. Now I'm going to go ahead and apply the Kojisan soap, and got it a little wet. Okay, got it lathered. Now we're just going to lather it on. And this is the part where we're going to wait for 3 minutes. So it's on the skin. Now we're just going to sit here and leave it. As you can see, it is abrasive. One of my knuckles is starting to turn red. So right now it's at 6 minutes. So at 9 minutes, I will rinse it off. When you're in the shower, turn off the water. So you might do your scrub first and then go in with your Kojic soap, turn off the water, and then just sit there. And I listen to music, so I'll have my phone on and I'll play a song. Most songs are 3 minutes, if not longer, and by the time that song is over, you can turn back on the water and rinse it off. But back to the Kojic soap. Yeah, I would use regular soap after it. Number one, because Kojic soap is not used to clean your skin. It's just, you know, a whitening aid. But number two, make sure that this is completely off of your skin. If you leave it on for too long, you might have some type of irritation. Like I said, some people have said that the Kojic soap made them break out on their face. You know, there are some people who have bad reactions to it. So depending on your skin type, it might be too harsh. Another thing to keep in mind, Kojic soap is pretty cheap. I think I paid $7 or $8 for a whole pack of like 4 or 5. I'll check back into my Amazon orders to see. I literally bought this like 3 months ago, and I still have another bar plus this bar. This, be smart, don't leave this in your shower, because, you know, the steam and everything will melt it, which you'll have to use more of it. So I actually have this like tiny little baggie, plastic baggie, or you could just have a soap dish, and I leave this outside of my shower, so within reach. So once I turn off the shower, I can just, you know, lean over, reach it. But this is outside of the shower. You don't want to leave this in the shower, or, you know, it's just going to melt away. So yeah, make sure that you have it all off. So, you know, rinse well, and then, you know, go ahead and use whatever body wash you would normally use, and to ensure that you are clean, but more importantly, just to make sure that all of the Kojic soap is off. So it's a routine, and make sure that you do it every single time. Some people just use it for certain spots, like if they have hyperpigmentation. My first week, I used this on my knees, and within 6 or 7 times of using it, so 6 or 7 showers, I saw a huge difference in the darkness of my knees. Thankfully, I'm far enough in my skin lightening journey where my knees are no longer the darkest part of my leg, which is amazing, because my knees have always been like 2 shades darker than the rest of my body for like my entire life. So I've always been kind of insecure about them. Like the rest of my skin, I was just like, oh well, this is the skin that I have, I guess I'm stuck with it. But no, I always felt insecure about just how dark my knees were, just because it's weird and it doesn't blend in with the rest of your skin. Some people are like that, some people aren't. Anyways, other people use it for under the underarm. I think I used to have dark underarms. Okay, I'm pretty sure I did. It was once I switched from solid deodorant to gel deodorant, or like a spray deodorant, that I stopped. A lot of that is just dead skin, and I don't know, there's something about using the gel or using the spray that you will just notice a huge difference in the color of your underarms. So you might not necessarily need to treat your underarms with a topical to you know, get the nice smooth color that you want for your underarms. Assuming that you shave under your underarms every day, because shaving is a type of exfoliation, I've found. And also you don't want like a shadow. But anyways, it's time to rinse this off. So I have a little bowl of water. And I forgot to bring over my towel. But yeah, just switching up your deodorant might make a huge difference. It did for me, and I learned that years ago, so way before I even knew I could like change my skin color. Just because no one wants darker underarms. So I think, you know, knees, underarms, and then if you have hyperpigmentation on your inner thighs, those are usually the spots that, you know, really bother people. But okay, I think I have most of it rinsed off. I'm gonna get up and go get a towel, or I could use these pajama pants. I'm gonna use the pajama pants. I'm lazy. And once it's dry, we will compare it to my other hand, my right hand, and see if there is a difference. I have no idea if there's going to be a noticeable difference off of one use. Do you guys see a difference? Honestly, I don't really see a difference. This one actually looks a little red from me exfoliating it, so I'm gonna let it calm down for a bit. The difference that I notice with the Kojic soap is that it makes your skin look shiny. And even if you don't use an exfoliator, you really don't need one. The acid from the Kojic soap is, you know, it takes some adjustment, obviously. It takes some adjustment, and I think it would be enough to where if you didn't want to exfoliate, you could just get away with just using the soap. If you notice that you feel like you're not feeling any tingling from the Kojic soap anymore, or you're not really seeing that big of a difference from using it, then I would go ahead and replace it. I notice it to where it gets really small, so probably half the size of where this bar is at right now. A little more than half. That for some reason it doesn't seem to work as well. It doesn't matter how much of a lather that I still get out of it, it just doesn't seem to. And someone else, another viewer, said that they were noticing the same thing and that they were switching soap brands. I did not actually switch the soap brand because I just picked up another bar out of my stash because, you know, the pack came in like a pack of 4. And I noticed that all of a sudden it was working just as great as it was. I'm sorry. The lighting keeps on fluctuating in here because of, I guess there's clouds outside. It's Florida. So my skin tone is all over the place in this video. But anyways, once I got a new bar, it worked fine. So I feel like it might have been not only some of the ingredients obviously had melted away because I'd been using it, but maybe the air had oxidized it a little bit, so maybe you just want to keep it in a baggie or something. I don't know, it's up to you. But after I got a new bar, you might want to toss it once it gets about 60 to 70% smaller than this size right here. And this is a bar that I've been using for a while, so when you get yours will be a lot bigger. But just FYI. Do we see a difference? No, I don't really see a noticeable difference right now, but just over the course of just time of using it each and every time you're in the shower, you will see a difference. Trust me. But I guess after just one use, there isn't really much of a difference after doing that whole thing. As far as dark knuckles or anything, I have not encountered any type of dark knuckles. This is the one that I did. This is the one that I didn't do. Somehow this one kind of looks lighter than this one. I don't know if this one is still irritated or what, but this one kind of looks lighter. I swear, I don't know. I still say use it. When it comes to lotions, I've tried everything. I've tried so much. The vaginal lightening lotion, that was the first topical I ever used, and I used that about a month into my journey, and I told you guys about it and how I was running out and I was going to try to recreate it. So sadly I had already threw out the bottle, and so I had to just go off the ingredients that they have on the website. And on the website they didn't actually list the ingredients, they just had this kind of blurry picture of the ingredient list, and the tub that it comes in is circular. So it didn't give me it wasn't a full photo of the ingredient list, right? So you kind of just got the ingredients from here and then it stops. So I wrote down as many of the ingredients as I could read, and I ordered them all and I made my own. Let me get them really quick. I'm not prepared. Okay, so these are kind of a lot of ingredients, but this is what was on the listing on that vaginal lighter that I was using. I used it on that area and I used it on my nipples, and it worked. Within a week I saw a difference. Within 3 weeks I had pink nipples. It was absolutely amazing. Like, it works, but it's like $40 and you only get like a small little round container. I don't even know how many ounces it is. It doesn't even say how many ounces it is, but it's small. So after about 3 weeks of stretching it, it's, you know, it's gonna run out, but yeah, but it works. It works great. It's you can find it on the I'll have the link down in the description. I think it's africasbest.com, but that's some good stuff, but it gets expensive, so I wanted to make my own, which is gonna be expensive at first, but this stuff is gonna last forever if you get the mixture right. So this is Malva. There's a lot of information from, like, I don't want to say Korean, I think it's Tagalog. So that would be, Tagalog is Filipino. It's really popular on Filipino websites, and Malva is kind of mallow, same thing. And yeah, they make all types of creams and they really swear by it. I think this is probably the most exciting ingredient of this list. The rest of these you're going to be like, what is that? Never heard of it. And you're probably not going to be able to find any information on it. I mean, I know I wasn't. Next is Speedwell. This is Veronica Officinalis. It was just listed. And funny enough, all of these are actually listed on a Skin Lightening Cosmetics page. So it's a page where they show you how to pretty much make skin lightening lotions as well as cosmetics, but in a lab. And so these were among those as well. You can also find these on different websites, but they don't really go that far into detail about which is stronger, which is the best, which one can I get away with using without buying all of these. I still haven't been able to figure it out, like which is the strongest out of all of these. This is Lemon Balm. I think we've all heard about how fresh lemon can help. Lemon balm, I'm not really sure what the difference between lemon balm and lemon oil is, but I just make sure that I got whatever was on the back of that lotion because I know that lotion works. But next is Cowslip. And it called for like a mint, and it didn't go into detail about what type of mint, which, you know, there's like 3 or 4 different types of mint. So I just used peppermint because I already used essential oil, and so this is something that I already had. So mix those all together, and most skin lightening recipes that you'll find, most of them, if you're making it homemade, they're gels. Aloe vera, I would have never guessed, but aloe vera gel is a skin lightener. I know. I mean, I know that it's extremely hydrating, but yes, this is a skin lightening agent as well, but it's not harsh at all. So that's why, like, I kind of didn't believe it. I was like, how? Because you're never going to see any type of peeling with aloe vera or anything. So my hands, do we see any difference? Honestly, I don't see a difference doing one and not doing the other. But so this is my base. I add in droplets of all of these, and I just go for it. Just keep on dropping. I'm kind of generous with it. Obviously, I have no measurements for any of this. Just I add as much as I can. And I used it for about a good month, and I didn't feel like I saw any drastic changes within a week. It wasn't as potent or strong as the vaginal lightener that I had used, so that's why I took forever even sharing what I was using. I mean, people would ask me, what topicals are you using? And I don't know. I just wasn't really that excited about these until I took it upon myself to add in licorice root. And now I'm seeing a huge difference. So you may get away with just buying licorice root and this doing miracles for you. You know, it has a scent. The rest of these are kind of, the rest of these have a lighter scent. This one, you know, it's noticeable. Also, it's a dark brown, so you might have like a brownish tinge on your skin, but once it's mixed in with like aloe vera and other things, it isn't noticeable. So this is what it's all going to look like once you have everything in it. And for extra oomph, I don't think I have all of it off because my hand is still tingling, so I'm gonna go rinse this off under the faucet because I was trying to do it in a bowl of water and I'm still feeling tingly, and that's not good. I don't want to like have a rash or something or leave it on for too long. So I'm gonna pause this really quick. Okay, I rinsed off my hand and I used the hand soap. So that's why it's really, really important. I guess I shouldn't have relied on just using a small bowl of water to get all of that off. Yeah, you definitely don't want to leave that mixture on your skin for too long. The licorice root is probably the most controversial of these plant extracts. And I'll let you do your own research and make up your own mind if you want to use this or not. But since I've been really happy about it, so I'm not going to be stopping anytime soon. And if anything develops, I will of course let you guys know. But once you get it all in there, it's going to be a little tan. And for extra oomph, I added in some of my M-lactin because I wanted to be more creamy, because you know, a gel is kind of watery, but it's still of a very watery consistency, which kind of can be good in a way just because it lasts longer. Whereas a cream, you use more of it. But yeah, the scent smells more like peppermint. The peppermint overrides everything, and I put this all over my body, nips, stomach, chest. Obviously I do not use any of this on my face because yeah, the only thing I've been using on my face is licorice, and I've only been using the licorice for a little over a week. So, and that's only used on my freckles. That's only because I don't want the rest of my face to get too light. But yeah, that is everything, and this is probably a really, really long video, so I'm just going to stop it there. I tried making mixtures of M-lactin and MSM and M-lactin and glutathione, and I could not stand the scent. It smells god-awful. So the M-lactin, the aloe vera gel, and then the plant extracts seem to be the winning combination for me. And yeah, this will be the cream that I continue to use for the next however many months. But yeah, I love it. But it's definitely not as harsh as the vaginal lightener. The vaginal lightener, so if you do go ahead and buy that, you'll notice that those sensitive areas may start to flake, may get a little dry, and peel. And I never encountered any of that with any of these ingredients. Yes, I'm still not seeing a difference, so but yeah. So I guess using it within a week, you'll notice a difference within a week, but using it just a one-time thing, you're probably not going to see a difference. But yeah, I like it and it works.